Pokemon Sword and Shield, near the end of their run, introduced a ladder format called Series 13. This was the highest power level VGC format that I've ever yet played, and it was a lot of fun to experiment in. Series 13 not only allowed mythical Pokemon, like Regulation J has done, but it also dropped all restrictions on restricted Pokemon, so you could have as many restricted legendaries or mythicals on a team as you wanted. I thought it would be really funny in that crazy powerful format to take a level 1 baby Pokemon and try to get that Pokemon to Master Ball rank and get the Rank Master ribbon on it. And the one that I chose for that purpose was Pichu, because Pichu had not exactly a niche. I mean, it was never going to be as good as Incineroar or even like Pikachu, but I identified something that Pichu could do that would be useful into the format. You see, the metagame of Series 13 was very simple. Most teams were just Whimsicott and 5 powerful legendary Pokemon, and they would just click Tailwind and fire off big damage, and that was pretty much that. So I realized that Hard Trick Room could take advantage of how a lot of those teams were constructed, and that Pichu with Fake Out could be used to enable a Trick Room mode. I built this team right here, laddered up to Master Ball with it, brought Pichu to a majority of my games in the lead, and just clicked Fake Out, Trick Room, turn 1 most of the time, and that was effective enough that Pichu was able to earn that Rank Master ribbon. So when Scarlet and Violet introduced Regulation J, I decided that I wanted to bring back the same level 1 Pichu and try the same thing once again. And to do that, I adapted a Hard Trick Room team that I already had, taking inspiration from the team that had done it in Sword and Shield, using, I think, the same Magearna from that run as well. Made a few modifications to the team to suit Pichu's talents, and got back on the ladder once again. The challenge here was very simple. The goal, again, was to get from wherever I was as a starting point to Master Ball rank, and win a game in Master Ball rank. I had to have Pichu on my team the entire time, otherwise I was allowed to make changes on the fly. And I didn't have to bring Pichu to every game. There was no set number or proportion of games that it had to come to, except more than 0. But I did have to make a good faith effort to include Pichu in my game plans continuously all along the way. I knew it was going to be harder this time because people actually use things like Incineroar and other faster fake-out users in this format. Covert Cloak was added in this generation, so was Farigiraf with its Armor Tail ability, so was Terra Ghost, which a lot of Pokemon use precisely to avoid Fake Out. So I had a feeling this was going to be a bit of a rockier road than it was in Sword and Shield, but I was ready to give Pichu a try once again, and so late in November, I sat down to stream the run and see if I could earn Pichu that Master Ball Rank Master ribbon twice over. Alright, one goal remaining in this stream. Win a game at Master Ball rank with Pichu. And then this Pichu, this very level 1 Pichu, will be twice over a mythical format rank master. First opponent, V. Oh, it's a Chien-Pao Zamazenta, or it's a Shadow Rider Zamazenta. This is probably just what I bring in like every game now. A Shadow Rider Zamazenta mirror, right off the bat. Well, I just have to win a game in Master Ball. There's no criterion for how long it takes, except that the ladder ends in a few hours. Let's see what happens. Ooh, they backed down from leading the threats. Their Shifu could be a threat, and so could the Rillaboom. So they still have threats. In fact, I can't protect around the Fake Out here because they can just Surging Strike me. So Body Press, Bicycle Crash. Let's just send it and see what happens. That is what I would rather see them Fake Out. I would rather remove the Urshifu because that's a giant threat. Actually, the Rillaboom's pretty threatening too. They knock out my Chien-Pao. This Body Press probably does less than I'd like. I think I actually go Pichu next, so I'm not just throwing my Shadow Rider at this. Oh, that one-shots with a crit. Okay, we take those, I guess. I think I still go Pichu next. I don't want to get Grassy Glided. Pichu gets to play in the grass for a little bit. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown my Pichu at this. Okay. Body press? Nope, not that one. Body press this one. Helping maybe they missed their Astral Barrage and I benefit from Electro Web, but I can't count on it, and also I still have the Terra Dark available on my Calyrex. I think I'm better off with Helping Hand and trying to actually knock out the Rillaboom here, or do a lot to their Zamazenta if that switches in, which it doesn't. Psychic. That shouldn't one-shot. Oh, that's not even. That doesn't even do very much. Oh, we just missed the KO on Rillaboom, but they choose to Woodhammer Pichu, so I think they'll knock themselves out here. I think I just traded Pichu for Rillaboom, which I will take. But that is just going to be a restricted mirror, isn't it? Which is awkward as. It's awkward. I might even lose a restricted mirror. There's a good chance I do, actually. I'll crit them again. No thoughts, just Terra Dark. One thought. Protect, protect. If they go for any protects here, we see them. Then probably just Terra Dark, Psychic Zamazenta, Body Press Zamazenta, but maybe adjust for what they do here. There's a Terra. Is it their Terra Dark? Yeah. No, it's normal. Yeah, functionally about the same thing here. Except that I can't damage it at all with Astral Barrage. But that's not a big difference. And they go for Astral Barrage and... Body Press into Zamazenta. Unfortunately, since I have no damage on their Zamazenta, I can't check the speed stats. Good chance theirs is faster than mine. Mine is not especially fast. However, this is a time for hoping for the best. Actually, might be better if I attack the Calyrex this turn. My Calyrex outspeeds their Zamazenta afterward. And I can more reliably knock this out, I think. Maybe not. If I get both attacks off, I'll probably find their Zamazenta. Maybe I overthought this one. But let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, I didn't cover for that. That's probably GG. Maybe GG. Probably GG. Yeah. Oh well. Good for them, they had a trick up their sleeve. Psychicking Zamazenta here because I think they protect their Calyrex. But then I just lose my my Calyrex anyway. And I can't get my Zamazenta. I can't get my Zamazenta's free will back quickly enough to win. Huh, that's a cool attack. They didn't protect. Ah! This game showed so much promise when I traded Pichu for Rillaboom. But it was false promise. Oh well. I don't want to play this out. Is there some conceivable way I could win? Maybe. I don't want to play this out. Alright, a Miraidon. Well, it's certainly a Pichu game, but they're all Pichu games now. I think pretty much every game looks like this now, and I certainly think that's what this one looks like. They do probably have Wide Guard on their Flamigo, but I don't think that makes enough of a difference to what I want to bring to this. Miraidon for a graph. Guess what I can do against these? Are you ready? Let me just see if there's a reason I don't want to do it. I don't think there is. Guess what I could do against these? If Dazzling Gleam just knocks out Pichu immediately, that's unfortunate. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. It could. Oh, it actually could. I hope not. Is it Terra Fairy Miraidon? Would I rather have Behemoth bashed it? Yep. Is it Dazzling Gleam? It could miss. I've got the Bright Powder. It could miss. That's an actual possible outcome here. It missed. Let's go. It's too bad I clicked body press though. I can Behemoth bash it next turn. Oh, I can't fake it out though. Imprison? What? For what? I can't fake it out because of the Frigoraph. I don't think Helping Hand is that useful. But I don't think Electro Web is that useful. Pichu gets knocked out before it can execute. I can Volt Switch Frigoraph. That way if they miss another Dazzling Gleam, I get some damage. Not this time, huh? Okay, Miraidon actually still did a lot of damage to Zamazenta before hopefully dropping here. Well, it's a Miraidon. If that's all the damage it did, I think we live with that. What does Frigoraph do now? Oh. Yeah, that's not much. Insane. Okay. They already used their Terra. I don't even think I'm afraid of Fake Out right now. Let's just do this. I Fake Out that. And then what? Should I be afraid? That didn't do much. Okay. Maybe I should have taunted it. Maybe. I just don't really know what this does for them. Unless they can knock out... If they can knock out Zamazenta before I knock out Incineroar, that's really bad for me, actually. Even if they don't, how do I beat Frigoraph with my other Pokemon? Okay, nice. They don't knock out Zamazenta. I am going to get a couple of attacks off here. But I can't protect anything. We know that now. Oh, they have Ice Rider in the back. I'll probably lose to that. Can't even Sucker Punch it because I didn't take this Frigoraph seriously enough. There's also Helmet Ensign. Chat, I think Pichu might not be good in Reg J. Can you believe it? I don't think I actually accomplished all that much switching Pichu in turn 1 here. Glacial Lance and whatever into my Calyrex to win the game. Yeah. Alright. Well, it has Imprison, Protect, Trick Room, and Foul Play. We already knew what the whatever would be. Alright, next game. Wait, why are my opponents going up in rank? Why does they have a Gloom? Oh, what does Gloom do? There was a Gloom team. Oh, what does Gloom do? Bullet Seed with a flinch chance because of some ability it gets, I think? No, there were 2 Gloom teams in that one format and they worked differently, even though they used the same Pokemon. Oh, but I don't remember now. Oh, Zamazenta looks good here. I mean, you know what Pokemon it is. But I'm scared. The Gloom is scary. I know Bullet Seed with a flinch chance was one version of that Gloom team. But there was another one that played differently and I don't remember what it was. But no Gloom yet. I think I wanted to Sucker Punch the Kyogre immediately. Probably Body Press it. Maybe Wide Guard. But don't want to let it fire off a Water Spout unchallenged. That's for sure. Probably just do this. They could Protect Trick Room if they have Protect on the Ogre, but even then I still have Sucker Punch available. They don't have Farigiraf or anything on this team. Okay, that did a lot. Scarf Ogre, not necessarily, but probably the way they played it. Wait, the Sucker Punch does a lot to mitigate that, and now it's gone. And there's the Trick Room. Okay. Trick Room is a problem, but I'm not that afraid of Ice Rider with this team. Probably. They could have some crazy set. Oh, look who it is. Okay, I'm just gonna try to attack the Ice Rider and see what happens. They didn't attack with it. Pollen Puff. Knocks out my Champao, okay. My Nemesis. Leech Seed, Ice Rider, my Nemesis. Bloom probably has Sleep Powder, right? It could mess. I could bring in Pichu and Fake Out, but I wouldn't bet that it doesn't have a Covert Cloak. But what am I not bringing? What am I bringing in if not Pichu? Honestly, I think I have to stall out the Trick Room. So I think I bring in Calyrex and Protect and then switch to Pichu. There's the Sleep Powder. Maybe I should be trying to get rid of Gloom, but it resists Body Press, so... Of course, I can't have a Covert Cloak and an Eviolite, so maybe attacking it is more worthwhile than I think. That's a nice crit. I like that. My actual best play here might be to... Depends. I was going to say Body Press and Astral Barrage because I can't put both of my Pokemon to sleep at the same time, but they probably just protect their Shadow Rider here. Or their Ice Rider. So I am going to stick to what I said and switch Calyrex out. As annoying as that is, because that Shadow Ice Rider is accumulating recovery way too quickly. They do actually miss the Sleep Powder, and they don't protect their Calyrex. I could have just... Ah, that's frustrating. Even a Body Press into their Calyrex might have been good here. I just so confidently read a Protect there. Why are they not protecting? Well, this is why they're top 2,000 on the ladder, and I'm not, I guess. Top 1,200 even. Okay, well, my out knows that they miss another Sleep Powder. Actually, hang on. This is the last turn of Trick Room. Do I have to Astral Barrage next turn? I think so. I cannot let this Calyrex get a free turn, I think. Problem is I can't really let the Gloom get a free turn either. And that Behemoth Bash didn't do very much to it. I don't know if I Psychic the Gloom or I Astral Barrage the Ice Rider. I don't think either one is perfectly safe. I know I don't want to see Trick Room go back up, though, so I think I Astral Barrage. Body Press the Ice Rider, live with it if it doesn't work out. That thing recovers so quickly. I switched it out. I could have Psychicked the Gloom. And they have this to weaken the Astral Barrage or the Psychic. I do knock out Ting Lu here, but not close to knocking out Gloom. I'm also wrong. I don't knock out Ting Lu. Strength Sap. I don't like to see because of the recovery, but it doesn't weaken my damage. But if they have Protect on Ting Lu, what does the Leech Seed damage do here? If Ting Lu outlasts Zamazenta, then I just lose. In fact, they can just switch it out and win that way. But I think this is all I've got here. Maybe I could get away with a nasty plot, but eh. Okay. This is over, right? Because I never beat Ting Lu without Zamazenta. Actually, Ting Lu is at low HP. It might... Have I used my Terra yet? I don't think I have. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Can I win with Terra Dark Astral Barrage? Like, does that give me a chance to win? I'm not saying it's a good chance. I mean, literally, can I win? I think there's a non-zero chance. Thanks in large part to Grimnay. Yes, Vessel of Ruin. I never clicked Nasty Plot. It's been unfortunate. I wouldn't bet Gloom takes this, though. And because they're switching around so much, they're not attacking much. They're not attacking at all this turn if I knock out Gloom. That gets Calyrex to +1. I think the Tinglu might even be in range of the next Astral Barrage, and if it is, I win. What a crazy game. Game is lagging. They already used their Terra on the Kyogre turn 1. I dispatched the Kyogre immediately and felt so good, and then the Gloom and these bulky guys messed me up for a while. That's why Shadow Rider Calyrex is an absolute monster. I've called Ice Rider the best Pokemon in the game sometimes, but here's Shadow Rider to remind you that it has a claim as well. Pichu didn't do much, but it was here. Pichu has defeated Gloom. Truly a clash of titans. Pichu has defeated Gloom. And is now a rank master twice over. The same level 1 Pichu in mythical formats in both Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Mission accomplished. Hang the banner.